I wanted to share with you my journal printing update. So you may have seen that a couple of weeks into lockdown, we started a creative block printing journal. So this was a little bit of creative art therapy to start each day. And I'm going to kick off this video with where I ended the last one. So last time I showed you me printing this paisley page. So I'm going to share with you where I've got to so far. So just to remind you, we're using our large 30cm hardback sketchbook journal, so it's got a really nice protective cover to keep all your prints safe. So I already printed quite a few pages, and here's where I've gotten to. So I've done a nice botanical 2-colour, I've done some flowers, I've done some really nice striped fish, which I think looks really great and colourful in the book. Some a very pretty fern leaf as a little bit of a nature page, some funky strawberries, and one of our new poppy flowers, which I've just filled in with some little dots in different colours to brighten it up. I've got our new size hen, which looks lovely printed in blue with some blue stars around, and a nice beehive page using our small beehive and simple bee. And I've got a new avocado, which is a 2-colour print. So first printing the outside in green and then filling in the gap with the brown solid circle. So that's a really funky new popular design. We're starting to add to our fruit range, so the avocado's been a great addition. And then for this one, I did something a bit different and printed first the solid circle and let that dry, and then printed over the top with the solid star, which just makes a really nice pattern, which is a bit different to something I've done in the book. You've got a lovely pink paisley and another botanical leaf, which again I've done in 2 colours. So using this different size sponge dabbers to be able to add the 2 colours, these work really well. And then I just did another sea life, so a funky crab, and again just using a very small block to do the blue dots. And then I'm going to show you my next page. So I'm going to be using our medium daisy flower, and again just a little dot block to fill in the middle. And I'm going to be using a yellow and brown paint. And like I said before, you can use any paint to print your journal. All my pages are printed with kind of old fabric paints, acrylic paints, also chalk paints. So really anything you have around the house will work. So I'm going to be using some old fabric paints for this. So when I print, I always just print on the single page. So you don't want to be printing with the whole book underneath you, as it gives you a very solid surface. So just unfold a page and have that on your printing table. Now I've got a padded table, but normally if you didn't have anything soft underneath you, make sure you're using your foam mat or towel. So I've got my tray and my sponge dabbers, so I'm just going to pour a little bit of paint out. Using a nice bright yellow to give this a very sunny, cheery look, this page. And I'm going to use my bigger sponge dabber for the yellow colour, and then the tiny dabber just for adding the extra little bit of detail. So as you can see, I've now printed my nice bright cheery yellow flower all over. So I'm just going to leave it for a minute or so the base starts to dry, and then I'm going to go over the top with my tiny little dot block and the brown paint just to fill in the gaps and maybe some extra spots around. And there we have my newest page of the creative journal. So as you can see, I've now built up an absolutely gorgeous collection of different pages, and it's a really nice way to display your block prints. You know, if you're starting to get quite a collection now and you can't always remember what you've got in the cupboard or anything, you could always print a page with each of your designs, so when you come to starting a new project you can really clearly see what blocks you have. And also, if you have lots of different design ideas, why not print a page with them in, and then when you get a chance to do some block printing you can think, right, okay, today I'm going to do this design. So it's just a nice way to keep your collection all together and visible for you to use when you're starting a block printing project.